Demonstration for the all-Go2 Totalizer Duplex, wiring the panel. This video will guide you through wiring the Go2 Totalizer Duplex. Please refer to the safety warnings in the Quick Start Guide before proceeding with installation. Also refer to the local codes for the proper way to bring the circuits into the control panel and to properly seal the control panel. Before wiring the panel, refer to the Quick Start Guides, how to use a WAGO lever-style terminal section. Press the lever tab outward, but do not open it past a 40-degree angle. Insert the wire into the slot, press tab inward, and make sure the wire is secured in the terminal. When installing the wire, make sure that all terminals are torqued to the proper specifications. Circuit breakers are to be torqued to a minimum of 45 inch-pounds. Ground lugs are to be torqued to minimum of 50 inch-pounds. Install the T1 and T2 from the pump 1 outgoing power circuit to the pump 1 T1 and T2 terminals on the Go2 Totalizer circuit board, and install the ground wire to the ground lug. Install the T1 and T2 from the pump 2 outgoing power circuit to the pump 2 T1 and T2 terminals on the Go2 Totalizer circuit board, and install the ground wire to the ground lug. Note, the pumps must contain integral thermal overload protection. Install float 1 in the F1 float position. This will be the stop pump or low-level or redundant off float. Install float 2 in the F2 float position. This will be the lead float or timer enable float. Install float 3 in the F3 float position. This will be the lag float or the peak timer enable float. Install float 4 in the F4 float position. This will be the high alarm float. Note, if installing fewer than 4 floats, the float positions in the tank must remain in the same order. An auxiliary contact is provided to allow the all-Go2 control panel to notify a building management system or building automation system that an alarm has occurred. This is provided in the form of a normally open and normally closed dry contact that contains a shared common. The auxiliary contact is rated for up to 120 volts alternating current and up to 1 amp of current. For a normally closed connection of the auxiliary contacts that will open when in alarm, connect to the common C terminal and normally closed NC terminal. For a normally open connection of the auxiliary contacts that will close when in alarm, connect to the common C terminal and normally open NO terminal. Install the L1 and the L2 or neutral for the pump 1 incoming power circuit to the bottom of circuit breaker 1, with the L1 attaching to the left terminal and the L2 or neutral attaching to the right terminal, and install the ground wire to the ground lug. Install the L1 and the L2 or neutral for the pump 2 incoming power circuit to the bottom of circuit breaker 2, with the L1 attaching to the left terminal and the L2 or neutral attaching to the right terminal, and install the ground wire to the ground lug. Install the L1 and the L2 or neutral for the alarm and control power circuit to the L1 and the L2 or neutral terminal of the Go2 Totalizer circuit board, and install the ground wire to the ground lug. Now the all-Go2 Totalizer control panel wiring is complete. Thanks for watching.